And welcome everybody back to Shakm Gaming and another round for WorldBox. Now today we are going to answer a very important question, one that has been on everybody's mind at some point in time or the other. How would the world have been if it were governed only by women and of course respectively only by men? We are gonna find the answer to that question today. This is called the world of New Eden, as Adam and Eve raise their respective male-only and female-only civilizations to glory. Well, obviously they will not be like exclusively male and exclusively female. I'm gonna place one female and one male in each respective civilization so they can have babies and whatnot, but you get the drift. It's gonna be predominantly women and predominantly men. So, obviously this side is going to be the men and this side is going to be the women. So let's go ahead and spawn a few guys and a few gals. Now I'm gonna try to get 5 men and 1 woman. You can tell whether it's a man or a woman by the ponytail. That's like the only way you can tell in this game, unfortunately. So you can see we have 2 women in the main side. That's not gonna fly. Alright, we have 4 men. I need 1 more man. Oh man, come on. There you go. And now we're gonna leave just 1 woman. So let's only leave the blonde lady, which kind of sticks out as well. Kill you, kill you. Nice. And now we have 6 people, 5 men and 1 woman. On the other shore, of course, we're gonna do the exact opposite thing. We're gonna spawn some women and 1 man. Oh wow, we actually got 3 women right away. Nice. 4 women. Give me one more woman. Is that a woman? I think it is, but just to be sure, let's make sure we spawn some person with a ponytail. No, not you. There you go. Now let's kill the other guy. Alright, and there you have it. 5 women and a man on this side. 5 men and 1 woman on this side. How will they evolve after 1,000 years? Maybe thousands and thousands of years, because I have a new mod here and we are going to simulate time very fast. Like the game only allows you 5 times the speed normally in the game without mods. I have modded the game so we can set it to 100, so will go very fast. Oh, and also before we get going, in the interest of being, fair and equal to both genders here, I have made sort of the same map. Like the shape is the only thing that's different. I've spawned a whole lot of resources, a whole lot of berry bushes, a whole lot of trees and whatnot. I haven't spawned any animals, so you know what? Hold on. Let's kind of make this a bit cute. The men's side is gonna get 5 dogs. Yes, of course, faithful companions. And the women's side is gonna get 5 cats. There you go. And that is going to be the extent of both civilizations. On your marks, ladies and gents. Ready? Go. And let's see how they evolve. We're gonna take a look at the men's side first. See how fast they're building stuff and whatnot. Some tents going on. We're already at 33 years. They are not doing a very fast job. How about the women? The women aren't doing very fast either, but we'll see. We only spawned like 5 of them, so it's gonna take some time until they start repopulating. And let's watch a bit from afar the action. I've turned on the the village layer to see how fast these guys are evolving. The women have a slight advantage, but not too much. They are kind of evolving at the same pace. Do keep in mind the stats for every civilization are randomized. Man, they are moving fast. Look at all these dots. We're gonna stop at 500 years and whatnot. Let's keep the pace up. And see how they have evolved after half a millennia. The women are a bit faster. Oh, they are building ships already. Hold on. Women got ships? Oh man, it is true, women are superior. No, the men have ships too, come on. So it's been about 200 years, but we can only take a bit of a stock, I think, here. Let's see how the men and the women are evolving respectively. The men have a bit more population. And mind you, by now they're probably gonna be very mixed, but they started with men and that's what counts. 42 for the men's side, 33 for the women's side, a bit more military might for the men. A bit more housing for the women, interestingly enough. And now let's dive into a bit greater detail. For the men, they are obviously at peace with the women right now. Their motto is progress or sadness. Nice, okay. They have 61 births and 27 deaths. 3 of them are starving. Let's see how the women are doing, I don't know, starving-wise, I guess. So the women, 59 born, 30 deaths, a bit worse, 3 starving equally. So I would say all in all the men are doing a bit better right now. How about the culture? Let's see, what do the women have? They're at research level 192, I guess. They have trading boats, transport boats, docks. They are very mighty in the docks and boats department, I guess. Windmills, culture conversion and speed 1, housing tier 1, 2, and 3. Wow, they are much better than the men, I guess, in the housing department. They have discovered copper, sharp axes, and swords, of course, and weapon production, why not? And how are the men respectively? Let's see. Oh, before we go, we're at level 14, which is probably the most important number here, and they're gaining knowledge at a rate 2.5. So let's see if the men are doing better. Yes, they are gaining knowledge faster. They are the same level, but they are faster at knowledge, and you can see this number is greater, 284. They are more military focused, as obviously you would expect. Armor production, transport boats, docks, yes, wells. Culture conversion and spread speed the same as the women. Same housing tiers as the women. We also have one extra thing here. I don't know what this is. Increases maximum amount of people that can live inside houses. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Sharp axes as well. We're gonna have the same thing as women, I guess, in this respect. We do have the armor and a bit more knowledge gain up to now. Alright, so let's advance the years a bit faster, I guess, again. Let's see what happens up to year 500. Oh, and do keep in mind on this corner here, all the important things are displayed over here. Like when there is a new kingdom founded, a new king, and things like that. The populations seem to be kind of stagnating. I don't see them going up very fast. I don't know what that is. That is interesting. I kind of wonder if by year 500, yes, now the men are expanding their population. Women are still lagging a bit behind. Men be breeding faster. Alright, we are at year 300 right now. Lots of kings are dying and rising, I guess. We don't care about that though. I mostly care to see how far they reach technologically and whatnot. You can see ships here. The man ship doesn't seem to be doing much. Just staying here in the port. They do send small boats though out here. You can see they're doing something. I don't know what. The women seem to be much more active with their boats. Oh man, come on man. Stop breeding. Use your boats a bit. Oh, the women are expanding a bit faster. Now you can see the men are kind of sort of sticking together, I would say. They have like 2 villages. While the women are forming villages left and right. If I can zoom out even more, you can see they have 4 instead of 2 for the men. We're almost at year 500. Once we reach that, I'm gonna pause and see what's going on. I would say though that the population of the women is catching up. They have divided into more villages and they seem to be breeding faster. Oh, what's going on here? Are these guys starting wars and whatnot? I don't see many war happening here, but we're gonna check out in the stats in a bit once we reach 500. We're almost there. Alright. And now let's stop. Alright, so at year 500, we do have 5 kingdoms forming, interestingly enough. We have 2 for the men's side. I've marked them with them so you guys can tell. And obviously W for the women. So population-wise, the women seem to be superior. Like we have like, I don't know, 130 and 40 or whatnot. While the men's side has like barely over 100. But the men have more military might. Like if you see, the best woman empire has 22 attack. Then there's 13 and 5. These guys are... yeah, not even worth talking about, I guess. While the men have 1 kingdom that is great at military stuff, I guess, with 35 here, and 1 with just 11. And we do have some wars, I think, so let's dive into some of them. Let's see first the women. So the women, yes, they are at war with each other, actually, very interestingly enough. These guys are battling Isha of the Moon, which is probably the 2nd strongest women faction, nice. And the men... they are battling with each other. Yes, they are battling the Navy Empire. So civil wars are breaking up. They are not battling each other. They are first trying to conquer their own territory and unite into 1 kingdom, I guess, or something. How are the weakest guys doing? The weakest are also battling the Isha of the Moon here. So this kingdom, the middle woman kingdom, is being attacked by all the women, I guess. Funnily enough, no wars have broken out between men and women, I guess. Now, as far as advancements go, let's see. We're gonna look at the biggest civilizations, at the strongest women and men civilizations respectively. So let's see how they're doing. At level 34, the strongest women civilization, I guess. 6.5 knowledge gain, and man, do they have... Are they starting to discover a lot of things here? Mining, roads, of course, roads, windmills, culture conversion 3, swords, hammers, they had that, they advanced to bows, I guess. Trading efficiency, yes, we saw that happening actually. Mining efficiency, sharp axes, yes, lots of trading level 3 especially. Alright, let's see. How advanced are the men? And also let's pay attention to this number 8084 here. How about the most powerful man civilization, the Great Udip here? They are still having an advantage here on the research department, although their knowledge gain has slowed down and they're level 31. I think the women were a bit better in this regard. Yes, they are 34. So interestingly enough, the women have overtaken the men in that regard. What have the men discovered? Lots of military. Look at this. Army training 1, 2, and 3. Jesus Christ. These guys are gonna take over the world. If a war breaks between men and women, I'm putting my money on these guys. How are they doing otherwise, though? Culture conversion only 2. The women had 3, I think. They too have discovered the bows and whatnot. Oh, and we do have some rare knowledges here. Let's read up on that. That's gonna be interesting. Way of life. Units of this culture have 10 years longer lifespan. Interesting. Offensive strategy, of course. Defensive strategy too. Man, they are... men are complicated creatures, I guess. And armor smiths. Increasing the productivity of armor smithing. What do the strongest women have? Respectively, let's see. Weaponsmithing as well. Way of life. Oh, come on. That's the same thing. Heroes. Maximum level of units is increased by 2. Nice. Defense strategy. Armor smith. So the women have a few more traits here, a few more rare knowledges. Newborn units start at level 2. Yes, of course, women and children. They have they have a way with children, I guess. All right, and that is enough for now. I think let's advance the time another 500 years. See at the first millennia how they're faring. Let's advance the time to 100. And we can see in this kind of macro scale how they evolve. I still see too many women ships trading and not really too many men. Although I cannot be certain, I just see the men ships just sitting here. I don't know, maybe that's how it's represented. In any case... Oh, wow. Look at this civilization here. They are growing in numbers and now they have a 4th kingdom. Jesus Christ. Another empire has sprouted by the women. The women are much more divided, but they are also conquering land much faster. Like, look at this. There is no place left for a new civilization, while the men, they are still as they began. Essentially, this side of the island has not been really claimed by anybody yet. Very interesting. And their numbers, they're not really advancing. They're staying like at about 100, while the women are far superior in numbers. Oh, what's going on here? Yes, the Navy Empire has, as predicted, has assimilated the others. So interestingly enough, let's see if the men grow now that they have only one leadership, I guess. Only one kingdom. Maybe they managed to be more peaceful right now. We're gonna rejoin them. We're gonna see at year 1000 how they're doing. But it kind of seems like they have made peace and now they're advancing the civilization, their population numbers a bit more. The women, by the way, are consolidating power as well. And by the way, you can definitely see the men are really growing now. They used to be at like around 100 when they were at war, and now they have peace, I guess, and they are advancing rapidly. Will they overcome the women, though? I don't think so. Oh, the women have just consolidated their power again. And as I say that, the men split into 2. Jesus Christ. I wonder how many civilizations, how many kingdoms will be left. Like, I'm guessing 2 for each side would be like the politically optimum, I guess. Like we have with political parties in most countries, like 2 superior ones. These guys seem not to be doing very well. These guys, the Navy Empire will assimilate them, I guess, at some point again. And these guys down here, the Vipervi, they have always been like the weakest civilization. Which is kind of interesting because it looks like the circle area is stronger for the women, while these guys don't do much, and the circle area for the men is like the weakest. Which is very interesting. We still have 100 years to go. Oh man, the men are battling so much they're almost extinct. Jesus Christ. Are they gonna make it even to 1,000 years? Like, look at the Navy Empire. They're dying out. Maybe the Timmy has all the women. How about the civilization are have dropped rapidly? What is going on? I'm gonna stop at 1,000 years. Maybe we can deduce why this has happened. Like, the civilizations have almost halved here. For both sides. Not just for the men. Maybe they've just exhausted the resources. I don't know. I'm not going to intervene. I'm not gonna give them more resources than I have. They're gonna fight each other out for resources if they want to get more. Alright, now. Come on, stop the time. Let's actually set it to 1. So that it doesn't advance too much. Now let's dig in a bit deeper in the layers. See what is going on. Why are the populations so low all of a sudden? Oh, and by the way, before we do that, I don't know if you guys paid attention. The only kingdom that remains from all sides, from both men and women, is the Navy Empire. All the others have been are actually new kingdoms, especially the women. They've done away with all their 5 kingdoms, I guess, and they have kind of rebuilt anew. All right, let's dive a bit deeper into the layers now. Definitely the women are much, much better right now. Like, you can see the first 2 civilizations are women. Then come the 2 men, and finally we have a kind of a weak women civilization here, especially the first one. Like, look at these guys. They have 113 population, 26 military might, 49 houses. Like, compared to the best man civilization, they are like over four times better. Let's dig in and see what they're doing culture-wise. I say they are at level 58. That is massive. Can we make out anything new here? They have definitely focused on military. Maybe that's why they're advancing. Army training 2 and 3. Trading most transport box, we've had that. Roads. Governance, yes. Governance level 2, actually. Iron. Housing tier 6. We're gonna remember that. And obviously, and also they're advancing their bunk beds technology, or whatever you may call that. They can fit more bunk beds, I guess, in this house. Knowledge gain 3. Lots of materials, like iron, bronze, adamantine. I think that is the best material in the game. Supposed to be the adamantine. Like, you can get the best weapons and armor out of this. Spears. I kind of wonder, will they ever discover like firearms and whatnot? Alright, in any case, mithril. Are you kidding me? There's mithril in this game. No new rare technologies though, they kind of stayed stagnant. Now let's go on the, I guess let's go on the predominant male side, which is not much to talk about, just 25. Well, let's see how they're advancing. Just 4 soldiers, yes, that's not too much to talk about. Culture-wise, oh, they're actually holding up. Level 52, they are just lagging 1 level behind. I'm guessing they are the oldest civilization, the old navy or whatever they are called, so they should be very high level-wise. Oh, a temple. Yes, they are discovering religion. I think they are the only ones to do that. Watchtowers, wells. Housing not as advanced, not nearly as advanced as the women, who have housing tier 6 already. They have some trading efficiency. Not much new to talk about. They have advanced their rare knowledges a bit. Like, they didn't have... Oh, governance 3. Nice. Nice. That is the same as the women, I think. Alright, so both are advancing, but for some reason the men are kind of dying right now. They do have a faster knowledge gain. Alright, in any case, let's go ahead and advance maybe another 500 years, see what's going on. Are the men gonna survive this? It kind of seems to me like they have to consolidate power into one kingdom in order to grow. Once they are divided, the men do not do very well. While the women kind of seem to have, I don't know, always a very weak empire in between the 2 powerful ones. Let's set it to 100. And let's go. I'm very interested to see if the men can actually grow their numbers. No, they seem to be stagnating. The women have consolidated once again. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they have many more materials or whatnot. You can definitely see a lot of movement here. Oh, and now the women are breaking up. Interesting, and the men are kind of seem to be in peace. They're growing again. They used to be like 50 in total, now they're over 100. The middle empire of the women is the largest. That is interesting. They can be attacked by both sides. I don't know if that's gonna stand. But they are moving to assimilate everybody. Like, look at them. Jesus Christ. Over 200 and the others are struggling. Women's civilization about to be consolidated. Yes, they already ate the ones up top. Maybe they can eat the Akasi Empire as well. The men are kind of stagnating, like a little above 100 again. Now we're gonna advance up to year 2000 maybe. And if they do not do war, I'm gonna force them. I'm gonna force the men to unite. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait to up to year 1500. I'm gonna unite the men empires and the women empires. Give them 500 years to work in peace with each other, like grow their armies, and then they're gonna battle each other. Then I'm gonna make sure the men and the women fight with each other. Oh, the men. Only one empire, nice. Maybe that helps them grow a bit. And boy, they need it desperately. They seem to be stagnating though. And they split again, Jesus Christ. Guys, I don't think the men stand too much chance. The women are doing much better population-wise. I mean, obviously at this point it's not a population of only women and only men, obviously, but they started with women leaders and that is what counts, while these guys started with men leaders. Alright, let's go to 200 years more. Oh wow, a huge women empire here. But they are dropping numbers rapidly. Maybe it has something to do about resources. I wish the game would give us a resource like count. See what's going on. Maybe that is why they are dropping their numbers. Like, look at them. Wow, they're kind of dying out right now. Very interesting. Oh, the place has 10,000 creatures. Really? We have 10,000 creatures and not too many humans though. I don't know if that bodes out well. Now the men are advancing a bit, and the women. They kind of seem to be fluctuating. They do fluctuate widely though. It's probably because of wars. I would expect the men to do a bit better though now that they are united, but... Oh, Jesus Christ. They split again and lost like most of their population again. Jesus. Oh yes, look at the realm of Kilo. They're doing splendid. We have reached 1,500 years. Now I'm gonna go in and intervene a bit. Like, I'm gonna select these two cities. I've already actually selected, but just to show you guys. I'm selecting the 2 male cities here. And I'm gonna make them allies. Excellent. And I'm gonna select the 2 women cities. And I'm also going to make them allies. And obviously I also have to start some wars like between the men and the women. I'm gonna do this and I'll come back to you. Or actually, hold on, I do have the option to merge cities here. That will be much more interesting. I'm gonna merge the male and the female cities with each other, and then we're gonna turn on maybe constant war, yes. Alright, so I've merged the male and female civilization, and now we're gonna toggle constant war. Maybe let's select the city first, the city second, and toggle constant war, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna let the time advance rapidly now. Let's put the diplomacy layer a bit over there. And let's see what happens with the numbers. And if there's any battles and whatnot. Are they going for war or for trades? Oh, the civilization is dropping. Hold on, I'm gonna slow it down a bit. See what's going on a more, I don't know, closer level. So is there any wars breaking out? I actually don't see them battling each other too much. They're going about the business like usual. Oh, and they have split again and they're trying to be peaceful. Are you kidding me? These guys do not want to fight. Hold on, we're gonna force them somehow. Hold on. We're gonna make some, I don't know, some passages here. Make sure these guys cannot avoid each other anymore for long. Let's make some huge passages, maybe like this size. Now that is a bit too much. Give me the middle one. All right. Now you're gonna have to battle it out. Let's actually advance the time a bit faster, see how this goes. The realm of the Hulk is doing very well. And also we're gonna start toggling constant wars between everybody. Oh, hold on. Man, I just devastated an area there. Whoops. Alright, you guys. And you guys need to go to war. Also, you guys and you guys need to be in constant war. Let's go. UT Empire about to be annihilated. Let's watch some battles. Kinda looks like the offensive is taking place on the men's side. Yeah, they're building towers and whatnot, yes. I actually clicked on the dog, not the tower. How's the king doing? Is the king advancing? No. He's kind of thinking about it. Alright, now let's sit back and see it played out. Yeah, you can see definitely there's an invasion going on here. Like, you can see the the troop movements and whatnot. The women's side, obviously taking the offensive because they have the numbers. But not too much, though. I mean, they're kind of letting the men be. I don't know why. Alright, you know what? These guys do not want to seem to finish each other off, so we're gonna take another test at them. If they cannot fight each other, how well can they endure the elements? Let's see. Are the men more endurant to a volcano or the women? 4 volcanoes each. Let's see how this goes. And who survives the most? Oh, the men are still hanging on. Nice. I'm gonna build more volcanoes as we go, I guess. Maybe an acid geyser. That'll teach them. More volcanoes. 1 on each side every time. Until somebody dies off. One in the middle as well. This whole area about to be a huge volcano in the end. Who are more adaptable, the men's civilization or the women? Oh, the women seem to be adapting much better. Oh man. Alright, 3rd, 4th, 5th volcano actually. Jesus Christ. So many volcanoes. Look at the women. Admirably. I mean, the men just have 50 civilization. Maybe now the women will attack. Oh, and the men have split up. That's not gonna go well. Right, another volcano down here. And up there. Man, the women are so resilient to volcanoes. Are you kidding me? Why are the men so afraid of fire? Alright, everything is gonna become volcanic. Come on. I'm trying to keep some equality here. Like equal volcanoes for each side. I'm guessing the women have a bit more ground here. You want to put it that way? Oh, the men are advanced. Look at this kingdom here. This little kingdom with 100 people. Nice. Buildings and whatnot. Alright, the volcanoes have not killed them off. I guess they are very resilient to that. How about the opposite? Maybe if we drop the temperature in an entire region. Hold on. Let's drop the temperature everywhere. For the men. For the women. Let's see how you cope. Although I could have probably just increased the temperature. Another round. Temperatures drop. The ice age is coming. Oh, the women are not coping very well with the cold. Yeah, see, I guess that is one valuable lesson that we learned, guys. Men do not cope well with heat, I guess. And women do not cope well with cold. Oh man, am I gonna finish them off if I do this once more? Even more cold. Oh, they're still resilient. One final women civilization actually remaining. The men doing much better though. What else could we do? Now, how about a classic tornado maybe? At the very heart of each island. Let's see what's going on. Tornadoes! Until somebody perishes. Who copes better with tornadoes? 2 more. All the women, once again, are not doing very well with tornadoes. So I guess the men are better at handling the cold than the tornadoes. And still though, the women still keep at it. And one civilization springing up on the on the corridor that I just made. Interesting. Wow. Look at actually how many new civilizations have sprung. With all this chaos, I guess I have divided the people, but I have not killed the people. Interesting. You know, guys, I don't think there's any other way. Both the men and the women are too resilient, so the only thing that can almost certainly end a civilization every time is zombies and skeletons. Let's put some skeletons as well, so many of them. Jesus Christ. Who is going to survive this zombie apocalypse, the men or the women? Let's zoom out and see. Oh, and damn it, I wasn't fast enough. Oh, Jesus Christ, I spawned a few skeletons like in the middle of all the territories and they ate up the men like this. Like, I mean, I managed to see one guy struggling for a bit, like the population of the men was reduced to one very rapidly, and one man was probably going into hiding and whatnot. Damn it, I should have pressed the recording button faster. In any case, the women have won this round, guys. We have proven once and for all that the women can survive the heat, can survive the cold, the tornadoes, the zombies, the skeletons, everything. Unfortunately, the women are the superior species, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, I'll see you in the next episode, and hopefully there will be a better outcome for us guys, I guess.